You have, yeah, you have to check your mail. This type of mail will be there. Uh, just wait. Yes, Alibaba Cloud Academy membership hidden codes and the instruction. It may be in your spam and uh, in that place. So you can just check that.
Okay, so I'll check that.
Yeah. So all of you have to check, and you have to go on the academy. So if you have created your account on the Alibaba Cloud Academy, then you can just go and you can find out the material. Just wait. Yeah. How many people have registered? Uh, Smriti, Nikita, Vidhi. What about other guys? Yash, Muhammad have also very nice. Yeah. So guys, where most of the people are interested to do the certificate in AWS, GCP, and Azure. So this is a new cloud, and they are going to launch their academy. That means they have launched that academy on 8th. So there was a conference, and they were giving some free coupons. So if you will try to register now, then the cost will be around 10,000 or 9,000 for that certificate. But if we have registered there and we have uh, a claim for the perks, so it will be free, or we can try to complete a certificate with that. So I hope Bhavdeep have shared all the information with all of you in the group, and most of the people have. So I am also preparing for that exam, and I am also preparing for the session. So Nikita, uh, Smriti, and Muhammad. Yeah. So guys, I hope everyone have go through that link. Yeah. I think all of you can find out. Just wait, guys, for a minute. Important call is coming, so I'm. Okay, sorry, guys. So I will also guide about this course. So if you have any doubt, then my number you have. So you can just put me a WhatsApp on my number. Then we can start the learning. So date is 22nd and 29. I hope most of the people have selected the date. So around 355 minutes content is there. Uh, निकिता आप गए हो उस प्लेटफॉर्म पे विधि स्मृति यासीन you went on that platform where you can find out the material.
So I didn't got any coupon or a thing, so I didn't win. Like,
Okay, 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 no problem. Just uh, no, okay. Just wait. I am going to show you something. Wait for a minute, guys. I'm just going to show you. We will work on it, and I will explain how we can use this. Just everyone can go here, and you can just wait why it's not going to open. So when you will log in on it, okay, customer email. Okay, due to the maintenance, these guys are not giving the things. Yeah, so guys, in the end, I will guide you related to this all. You can just go on the platform of Alibaba, and you can log in into the academy. And when you are going to log in into the academy, so that time you are getting all the information related to the certificates, and there will be a material, that means content. So you can join online academy, and you can start your learning. First, those people who have registered, so they can check their spam or junk place for this code. So you will, I hope everyone have received this type of codes. So how you can log in for the registration and for the exam, so you can redeem that course for that code. So Nikita, Smriti, all of you guys, you have to check this. It was taking 1 day. Okay, so I hope now everyone have received it. Anyone, Vidhi, Nikita, yeah, receive? Yeah, Nikita. So you have to start your learning with the academy. In the end, I will guide, because first we have to finish this thing. Today's topic. Yeah. Anyone other from this page who have registered for that? Vipin, Kunal, Manav, Vasu. Yes, guys. Any other who have registered for that? Okay, so best of luck for Nikita, Mohammed, and Kriti, Tushar. You have to start your learning, and you have to complete this certificate. It will be very nice for me if you are going to complete and going to get certificate, first certificate related to the Alibaba. Yes. Okay, so let's continue, guys, our today's session. Just wait. Okay, so as per syllabus, if I am just coming on the main point, so in the last lecture we have completed the comparison between GCP, AWS, Azure, and I have shown you all the stuff related to these three main pillars of the cloud, Azure and AWS and all. Now we are going to start our second chapter, that is the virtualization and the abstraction. So attention please guys. Now today onwards we are going to start this thing, and it's a very important concept. After explaining this concept, we are coming on the practical, see how we can implement this thing and how we can work on the virtualization and all. I hope now everyone will be comfortable with the basic stuffs of cloud. That means the reference model, types, service-oriented architecture, and a lots of things related to the application, advantages, disadvantages. These all things we have completed in the first chapter. Now we are coming on the main point or the second unit, that we are saying the virtualization and abstraction. So when I was introducing the units and chapters related to the cloud computing. So that time I was mentioning this is an important concept, and for all cloud computing is based on this concept. So what is virtualization and how abstraction provided into the cloud? We are going to discuss on. Then we are going to discuss on the advantages, disadvantages of virtualization. Then I am trying to explain various type of virtualization and one concept of the load balancing. So let's start our today's session related to the virtualization and the second chapter. Okay. Okay. So guys, why strength is very low today? Only 16 people. Anyone? Tushar, can you give me the reason? Because it's an important topic. That's why I was trying to explain to all of you. Yes, Riddhi, Yash. Why strength is not high? Okay. Let's continue. What is virtualization? As per my discussion, I am saying it's a very important concept, and for all cloud computing is working on this thing. So I am trying to explain this thing with my concept in a small type of abstract related to this. So guys, virtualization. I am going to use two words: abstraction. Okay. So first word is abstraction. Second word is complexity. Third word is monitoring. Fourth word is measurement, or you can consider meter. So now, if I am talking about the abstraction, complexity, monitoring, and metered services, so when this fourth aspect related to the cloud computing is going to provide by a concept, so that concept we call the virtualization. Now, please understand the concept of virtualization by a real life example. You know all the people, your father, your mother, your grandfather, and all the who are not comfortable with the technology, those people are also going to use the Facebook, and they are very happy with the application of the Facebook. They are getting a lots of things. You know, a technical person don't know what he can do with the Facebook, but those people know about how we can use the services of the Facebook. So why this thing is possible? Because Facebook is a social type of cloud. They are giving a lots of facilities which we are going to learn in the cloud computing, and the people are going to use these things in a very easy way. You know, if I am going to ask out of a 50 or 100 people, ki how many people have an account on the Facebook and how many people have an account on the Twitter, then people, 60% people or 70% people will say ki we have account on the Twitter, and sorry, on the Facebook, and around 30% people will say ki we have account on the Twitter. So why? So people are thinking ki Twitter is a complex thing, so that's why they are not going on that platform. And every person from the India who is feeling ki this Facebook is a very easy and we can work on it. So people are going to create and going to use these services. Why this thing is possible? Because this thing is possible due to the complexity hiding and reduce, and these people or the people from the Facebook are going to abstract all the things from the customer. Okay, now you can just consider, if Facebook is saying ki when you want to work and when you want to come on the social platform or social networking platform, then everyone should be comfortable with the server. Okay, everyone should be comfortable with the Java. Then you can come on the Facebook and you can implement your you can start your profile on the Facebook. So no one is going to work on the Facebook and no one is going to use the Facebook. Why? Because they are giving a complexity related to the application. So when we are going to hide the complexity from the user for the application and for any kind of services of the IT. So that thing we call the virtualization. So that concept, the abstraction of resources from the user and the abstraction of the complexity of the system from the user. So these both concepts are going to implement or going to deploy by the concept of virtualization. So guys, I think now everyone will be comfortable ki what is virtualization exactly. Yes, please give me. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, no problem. So, guys, if I am saying in my definition, ki what is virtualization? So, when the companies are abstracting the resources from the user, when companies are hiding the complexity from the user, and when companies are providing this facility to the customers, so that thing we call the virtualization. That means if Facebook is saying that everyone should be comfortable into the Java and everyone should be comfortable with the server, then you can use the Facebook, then people are not going to use that. But every person who is going to work on the Facebook, they are going to use the server, they are going to use the computing power, they are going to use the storage. So no one have no need to work on the storage, no one have no need to work on the computing power. They are just getting the application in an easy way. So my grandfather can also use the Facebook, and my labor and the people who are going to work with me, those can also use the Facebook. So why it's possible? So it's only possible due to the virtualization. Now, in a single definition, if I want to tell you what is the virtualization, so the virtualization is the abstract hiding of the resources and the abstraction of resources from the user and reduce the complexity of the system from the user side. So that thing we call the virtualization. So is it clear, guys, what is virtualization? Now, through the cloud computing, we are providing everything. So when we are providing everything to our customer, then we are going to provide these things in the way of the virtualization. So if we are working on the Alibaba, if we are working on the AWS and GCP, and these people are saying you have to, if you are trying to use the storage of cloud, then you have to comfortable in the Linux, you have to comfortable in the programming, then you can use the storage place of the cloud. So it will not possible and people will not work on that. So I will explain all the basic steps related to the virtualization. So I think the concept of virtualization will be very clear to everyone. Now I'm giving the introduction. I'm going to explain the architecture, types of virtualization, then the four type of virtualization, how we can implement, what are the advantages, how virtualization is important for the cloud. We are going to discuss this all topics in this second chapter. So first, I'm giving the four scenario, and everyone should be clear and comfortable with the scenarios related to the virtualization. You can consider these are the four definitions or the four different ways how we are working with the virtualization. And in a basic concept, what is virtualization? So resource abstraction from the user, that is the virtualization. That means you don't know from where you are getting the server, from where you are getting the storage, from where you are getting the computing power. That is the abstraction from user. How you are going to how the companies are providing the things to you or at your mobile end. This is the hiding of the complexity. So that we are saying the virtualization. Now, it's not sufficient for the people who are who is going to learn the cloud computing. It's a definition for the people who is just want to understand the concept. So if you are learning the cloud computing, then you should be comfortable with this four definition. Virtualization is a technique which allows to share the physical instances of an application or resources among a multiple organization and the multiple tenants. So if a organization is providing, or you can consider WhatsApp, you can consider Facebook, you can consider any application we are going to use. or application. So how this application is going to a multi-customer with their resources, with their instances. Earlier what was happening? People was just accessing the website, but now what is happening? People are performing a lots of process on the application. It's not like that you are going on a website and you are only getting the content and information from there. But now what is happening? You are going on a website, you are uploading the data, you are downloading the data, you are using the payment method platform, you are using a various type of conversions. So this all things, you are using the computation, you are using the storage. So how these things, it's like that every platform is coming at the tenant or at the customer end. It's working like a processing system or a processing unit. So how a number of instances are working. Earlier what was happening? Only an instance was like that this instance is giving the information. But now the physical instances are executing on the system for every multiple tenant organization with the resource and application. So this is the concept, or this is the technique of the virtualization. So when the instances or physical instances are working on a remote way, on a multiple customer end, so that we call the virtualization. Now, second thing, virtualization is true, or virtualization is an technology that make possible to run the multiple operating system and multiple application on a same server at the same time. It was not possible earlier when internet was started. So a only server was working with only a one operating system, and it was only handling the one application in the web application form or in a remote way. So some people will ask, sir, it's not right to only one app operating system and one application. Guys, it was only for the deployment of the services. It's not for the execution and use of the application. But if I'm trying to provide, suppose now WhatsApp server is handling the things related to the WhatsApp also, and it's going to handle the things related to the Facebook also, and it's also providing the facility to the different server. So it's only possible through the virtualization, or it's giving the facility at the same time. So guys, this thing is possible. So first, physical instance. Second, operating system and application at the same time. Now, third definition, or third technical aspects I am giving. Virtualization is a process of creating logical virtual version of a server, operating system, storage, and network. Now, what is the meaning of this? Through the virtualization, through the virtualization, now I can get the virtual view of my server. Now I can get the virtual view of my network. Now I can get the virtual view of my operating system on any machine. So how it is possible? Possible. Now this virtual view of the server, virtual view of the network, virtual view of the operating system, this called we will understand later that we call the virtual machines. So now what is happening? I can keep the server also, I can keep the network also. So this is only possible through the logical or virtual view version of the network, version of the server, version of the storage. So guys, this is the third concept of the virtualization. Now, in the fourth, the technology that worked behind the virtualization, we know, or we call it virtual machine monitoring system. So that we call the VMM, or the virtual manager, which is going to separate the compute environment with a physical infrastructure. So through how this virtualization is possible? So this virtualization is possible due to the virtual machine monitoring system and virtual manager system. So I will explain to you how this VM is work and how this VMM is actually work. So guys, this fourth scenario should be clear to everyone. If I am saying the virtualization is an abstraction of resources and reducing and hiding the complexity from the user, so how this thing is happening? First, this thing is happening through the physical instances for a multiple application. Second, this thing is happening as operating system and application at the same server at the same time. Third, we are providing a logical virtual version of the operating system. We are providing a logical version of the storage. We are providing the logical version of a network services. So this all thing is possible, and this thing is possible through the three concept, two concept, virtual machine monitoring system and virtual machine manager system. So how these two things are working, I'm going to explain in the continuation. So guys, is it clear? Anyone have any doubt regarding these four aspects related to the virtualization? Then you can ask me. Yeah. Yes, guys, I'm expecting some questions from your side. It should be clear. Yeah, Vijay, thank you. Vasu, thank you. Okay, okay, Smriti, okay, okay. So now, let's come on the point, see how it is possible. So guys, just wait. These four aspects are going to work. What is the concept behind the virtualization? So this is work, or it's going to work, creation of the virtual machine over the existing operating system and hardware. Now, always students are confused. I'm only talking about the laptop, I'm only talking about the desktop. We can't work on a practical way in that type of things, and I will explain to how we can work on the practical aspects related to this. But I will try to explain this thing with our own laptop, with our own desktop. So what we will do, we will work with our operating system, we will work with our existing hardware of our laptop. But this thing is exactly happening on every cloud. Azure is also doing the same thing. AWS is also doing the same thing. That means every applications which we are going to use somewhere is going to work on the concept of this. I will explain some example, and I will try to give some example related to this. So, host machine, the machine on which virtual machine is created. So every cloud like AWS, like Alibaba, like GCP, is what these people are doing. These people are doing, and these companies are creating thousands of things in the virtual machine way. So we can say, suppose the server of AWS is creating 10,000. Suppose these people are providing the facility to 100 IT companies. That means these people are creating the 100th virtual machine. So we can say my AWS cloud is a host cloud machine. For the machine which is going to run on the AWS cloud, that we are saying the host machine. So we will understand how the host machine is working. So those are going to create the VM. This machine we call the host machine. Now guest machine. So virtual machine referred as a guest machine. Now it will not always like that here when I'm completing something, when I'm getting the resources, when I'm working with the operating system. I think everyone have already created the virtual machine, but I will explain to how this virtual machine is exactly working in the application way. Most of the time we just use this thing in a platform way, but I will explain to how this thing is happening in the application way. So this machine we call the guest machine. So I will give some example related to the VM on the guest machine, then it will be clear to everyone. So host machine, which is going to create the virtual machine, and the guest machine, which is the guest machine, virtual machine is referred as a guest machine where we are going to use and where we are performing the task. Now, this both host machine and guest machine is possible to create, to possible to monitor, to possible to manage. So in the starting, I was using the four aspects. One was abstraction, second was complexity. So this I have explained. Now the two thing was there. One is monitoring. Okay. Third was first was abstraction, second was complexity, and third was monitoring. So the monitoring is very important. So this monitoring is happening with an software that we are saying the hypervisor. And last was meter services. Okay, that means we are measuring the service, or we are measuring the services, how much service is going to consume by the people. So this monitoring and metering, this is possible by an software and the firmware application. So that firmware application, we are saying the hypervisor, and it's a low level program which is going to monitor my virtual machines, which is going to monitor my virtual, which is going to react like a virtual manager. So guys, please keep these three things very clear in your mind: host machine, guest machine, and hypervisor. So now hypervisor will be clear. It's a low level program which is reacting like a virtual machine manager, which is monitoring the services, which is metering the services. So that application program we call the hypervisor. Now, what are our jobs and how people are getting a lot of jobs in the cloud computing? So people are creating virtual machine, people are managing virtual, okay, people are using virtual machine. First concept is create a virtual machine. So people are creating virtual machine. People are using that virtual machine for a various type of different application. So use of virtual machine, and the people are managing that virtual machine. So three different tasks are here, and on the basis of these three tasks, so thousand and lakh of job opportunity to create the virtual machine, and lakhs of jobs opportunity to use the virtual machine, and a lot of job opportunity to manage the virtual machine. But it's not like that. These are the non-IT people can use the virtual machine. It's not like that. These are very complicated. Non-IT people can create the virtual machine, and the IT people can monitor the virtual machine. So it's not like that. All the IT people are required to create, to use, to manage. So that's why a lots of jobs are coming in this. So guys, I think the things related to the virtualization will be very clear to everyone. So always keep host machine, guest machine, and hypervisor. These are the three main concepts. Is it clear? Smriti, Vasu? Now, I'm giving a real life example see how these all things are working. So guys, we are for today's lecture, I have explained the concept of virtualization with this four definition, and I have explained the component of virtualization. Now I am trying to give an example see where you are going to work with the virtual machine. So please keep this example. First, I am trying to explain this example with the Facebook. Okay, because you are familiar and you are regularly using. So I am explaining this concept of virtual machine with the Facebook and SBI Bank. Okay. This Facebook server is working or going to handle by the AWS cloud, and this SBI server is going to handle by the GCP cloud. You know, if lack of people and you are also using the Facebook, then how this thing is maintaining. So this all thing is going to maintain by the AWS. I'm not going in that much detail to which type of services we are going to use on the Facebook and all. These people are also providing some mobile application. Okay, this is also important. You have to keep this thing in your mind. Facebook is also provided some application related to the mobile, and we are using the Facebook on mobile also through a application. SBI is also giving an application, SBI application on mobile. Okay, with Facebook, you have one user ID and one password. How you have created this user ID and password? It was not that much complicated, and you have created this thing from your side. You have selected your name, your surname, your ID, and it was on your choice how you have created your password and user ID. But what happened with the SBI? If SBI has given you your user ID, bank has given you your user ID, and first bank has given you a password, and then you have updated your password. All of you are agree with this all type of things? Facebook is one application, SBI is one application, Mobile applications are also available for the Facebook, also available for the SBI. Data and all the things and resources are controlling by the AWS, by the GCP. Now, Facebook is also giving a lack of VM, okay, virtual machine to their customers. VM1, VM2. So how many customers of Facebook they are giving the VM virtual machine to their customers? And SBI is also giving the virtual machine to their customer. That is, if you are going to log in on the application of the SBI, then you are a customer. So what is the difference between the customer on the Facebook and the customer on the SBI? So SBI know how many accounts with the SBI, so those will only the customer. But there is not possible here. Who is interested to log in with the Facebook? He can just log in and he can create and he can be a customer of this. This is the difference. Are you getting my point? If this example, if you are getting this example, yeah. Okay, thank you guys. So now, what I what I was trying to explain. If you are using, we are considering the a guy from your class, Girish. Okay, we are considering Girish is a customer of Facebook and Girish have a profile on the Facebook. So what will happen? Girish will just log in on the Facebook platform and a virtual machine is going to create that time on the Facebook server, and that virtual machine and Girish is going to use that virtual machine. Now when Girish is not interested to use this virtual machine, then Girish is going to log out from this virtual machine and the virtual machine is going to down. In the different way, if Girish is going to use the mobile application of the Facebook and the virtual machine is going, uh, Girish have login with the mobile application on the Facebook, then he created a virtual machine. But now if Girish is not going to use the Facebook, but still its virtual machine will be active on the server. Are you getting my point? If he is going to use the Facebook on a web platform or on a browser, so he will log in. That time the VM will be created and VM will be destroyed when it's going to log out. But if Girish is going to use the Facebook on an application, so that VM will be continuous working 24 into 7. Okay, if after 2 days if after 2 days Girish is going to click on its application, then he will find out, or number of notifications will come if Girish have installed and login in the application of the Facebook. That means what? This application is giving a facility to active the virtual machine on the Facebook server for 24 into 7. Is it the concept of virtual machine when it's going to work? Now, differently, what is happening with the SBI due to the security concern? If Girish have an account in the SBI and Girish is going to use the website of the SBI and Girish is going to try to log in on the platform or try to log in its account, so it can wait that time a VM is going to create when Girish have logged in. Now, for a 15-minute tag, okay, for a 15 minutes, if Girish is not going to use the VM, it will automatically destroy. You know, there is an aid from the SBI कि यार server पे जो VM created, if for the 15 minutes Girish is not performing anything, then it will be automatically log out and it will be destroyed. In the same, if Girish is trying to log in wrong password 3 times, then permanently its VM is going to destroy from the server. Then it will be active after 24 hours, or Girish have to call to the SBI IT department and they will recreate its VM. So are you getting my point? How the VM is working? One VM is working in an unreliable way. One VM is working in a reliable way. So that is the aspect. Now, when we are working with the banking, so my VM is very secure and server know for a long time or for how much time VM is going to active and how the VM is going to down. For this type of things, they are not caring how many people. If the application is working, then some aspect will continuously work on the VM. That means VM will active 24 into 7 and the notifications will come. In the same way, the applications are also. That means all the bridges related to the resources, data is going to work continuously in this VM, but in this VM it's not possible. So guys, these are the two application of the VM. Then we are going to use the secure VM. So you know, आप यदि 3 बार password या 4 times password you are going to enter wrongly on your net banking VM, then it will automatically destroy for a 24 hour, or you have to call into the IT department. Then they are going to create their VM on the server. So how this all things are going to monitor and manage? So this thing is going to monitor and manage by the hypervisor, and this we call the virtual machine manager. So every server, every application are now going to work in the way of guest machine. We are going to use the guest machine and we are working with the virtual machine, and those virtual machine are working on the server like that. So the server of SBI is a host machine, and the application I am going to use on my machine, it's a guest machine or guest virtual machine, and the application between both layer, this is going to work as a virtual machine management system, or hypervisor are going to play the main role. So guys, I think everyone will be comfortable with this application. Anyone have any doubt, any any question related to this? Yeah, so I'm going to end my session here. If anyone have any doubt, then you can ask me.